I am convinced that humanity will face a crucial crossroads in the next 10 years. There are two scenarios. The first, and most likely, is that human extinction becomes an inevitable reality. The second scenario involves a massive breakthrough that prevents extinction and saves humanity from imminent death. However, even in this case, the reprieve would be temporary. Whether it's 50 or 100 years down the line, humanity will again confront the question: extinction or survival? In part 1, we looked at the global rise in temperatures. Now, I will explain why I view the future of humanity with such pessimism. First, let's remind ourselves that 2024 has recorded the highest temperatures since humans began measuring them. The Copernicus Climate Change Service's data speaks volumes, even without lengthy explanations. Below are solid lines representing global surface temperatures from 1850 onward. The average temperature from 2023 to the present is noticeably higher than in previous years. It's hard to grasp the full implications from a single chart, so let's take a closer look. According to ERA5 data, the month was 1.50 degrees Celsius, above the estimated June average for 1850 to 1900, the designated pre-industrial reference period, making it the 12th consecutive month to reach or break the 1.5 degrees Celsius threshold. The global average temperature for the past 12 months, from July 2023 to June 2024, is the highest on record, at 0.76 degrees Celsius, above the 1991 to 2020 average, and 1.64 degrees Celsius, above the 1850 to 1900 pre-industrial average. The problem is that temperatures are not increasing linearly, they are rising exponentially. Since the Industrial Revolution, Earth's surface temperature has steadily increased by about 1.5 degrees Celsius over 150 years. But in just the last 5 years, it has risen another 0.5 degree. If this trend continues, the average temperature will rise as much in the next 10 years as it has in the past 200 years. Looking more closely, various studies suggest that if the average temperature rises by over 7 degrees Celsius, humans will not survive. The World Meteorological Organization, or WMO, predicts a 1.5 degree increase by 2028. Even if, by some miracle, the rate of temperature increase does not accelerate, and the current trend merely continues, we are looking at an increase of 1.5 degrees every 3 years. In 15 years, we could be facing a 7.5 degree rise in surface temperature, making Earth uninhabitable for humans. This is the best-case scenario. If patterns continue, natural human extinction could occur around 2035. To be clear, if this trend continues, humans won't be able to survive in the natural environment in 10 years. Specifically, if we don't see innovations within the next decade that alter this trajectory, humanity's extinction in the natural world will become a reality. We'll need to find a new home, but even reaching the moon is a challenge. Time is too short to develop the necessary technology. Does this sound like an extreme prediction? As you'll hear, it's not. These conditions are already unfolding. Have you ever been to Dubai? Those who have been there know that nobody walks outside. It's impossible to live outside buildings without air conditioning. The same goes for Jakarta, Indonesia, where people essentially live inside buildings. Recently, Dubai experienced half a year's worth of rain in just one afternoon. The hotter it gets, the more rainfall concentrates in short bursts. Water vaporizes quickly due to heat, and when it reaches a critical point, it falls all at once, then stops because the extreme heat causes rapid evaporation again. In 10 years, humanity will adopt the lifestyle of Dubai and Jakarta. People won't be able to go outside, but would that be manageable? The answer is not at all. Why? Because resources are limited. Remember the fundamental concept of resource constraints in microeconomics. Dubai could establish its current system thanks to oil wealth, using massive capital to build infrastructure that other countries lack. Now imagine all of humanity being forced indoors. It would be impossible to create enough facilities to accommodate everyone. Economically, it's unfeasible. We can't solve global poverty now, and the number of impoverished people far exceeds those who aren't. How could everyone access air-conditioned survival facilities? Social, not natural, selection will begin. The wealthy and powerful will secure the right to survive first. Only a fraction of humanity will endure, and of those, only a few will live comfortably. Even among the survivors, most will struggle with poverty and existential threats. This is the reality of becoming our future. From a broader perspective, we would have to acknowledge that humanity, as we know it, is effectively extinct. Will even 1 billion out of the current 7 billion survive? In Part 3, we'll explore why this scenario is inevitable from social and economic perspectives.
The first rule of channel is subscribe channel. Second rule of channel is click like. This channel will make you smart.